Hello everybody and welcome back to the Mongoli Show. I apologize that this video is so late. I planned on making it earlier, but the weekend was super busy and just got away from me, so we're here now. The Wakandan Warriors event starts today. It's going to last for 3 days, and it's an alliance-wide event where you are going to be earning Cosmic Crucible wins in order to help your alliance out. But just because this event is a little complicated doesn't mean you need to be confused. Let's jump right into it. Alright, so the first thing about this event is that we want to make sure we do not have any Wakandans or any new warriors on defense. So go check out your defense right now. Make sure you don't have anybody over there. Take them off if you do. We'll go over what I think your defense should be later in the video. But right here, right now, just make sure you don't have them on defense. You want them for offense. Also, maybe send this video out to your alliance mates, or just make sure that you send a chat to your alliance mates. Make sure none of them have them on defense as well. It is important for your entire alliance to be working towards this if you want to do well. That being said, it's actually a pretty easy event if all you care about is the vibranium slabs. If we take the 340,500 points, divide that by 24, we're going to be given 14,187 points that you need to earn to pull your weight in the alliance. Divide that by 3, and we only have 4,730 points that we need to earn, again, to pull our weight. Obviously, we want to do better than that, but that's, I'm thinking, the bare minimum you should be trying to do. Now, again, because these are wins, it's going to be a little bit tougher for people who are in higher brackets or higher alliance, higher Cosmic Crucible brackets. I get that. Do your absolute best. I'm sure hopefully your alliance won't get mad at you for trying, at least as long as you are participating in the event. So 4,730 points. How are we going to do that? Quite simply, if you win all 6 battles, that's 3,000 points right there. That's a good start. And if your alliance is actively donating, you're going to get 2,000 points for your allied supply 2 orbs if you get all 5 of those milestones in the alliance donation section. 2,000 points plus 3,000 points, that's 5,000 points. You're already higher than you need to be. That's fantastic. So if your alliance can pull that off for 3 days straight, every single person in the alliance, that is going to give you 360,000 points. That's already more than you need for milestone 14. You will get all of those points. So what we're going to talk about now is how to go higher than that, or how to cover if you don't have 24 members in your alliance, or if somebody is too high of a bracket and is losing some of their battles. Whatever you need to do, we're going to try and make sure that you can at very least hit that milestone 14 and hopefully get a little bit lower, get some of those T2 level 5 ions that we also desperately need right now. So if you jump over here with me, you can see there are 7 Wakandans. You don't need to actually use them as a team. As you can see, some of mine are pretty low. I have not put a whole lot of resources into them. Black Panther and Okoye are both pretty high, so is Shuri, I guess, but everybody else is relatively low. For the level I'm at in Cosmic Crucible, I can't guarantee that I'm going to get a win with full Wakandan teams. You got 2 options here. One, you can go in with another team, do really well in the battle, maybe get it down to like 1 or 2, and then try and throw the battle so that you lose it. Yes, I realize you're going to lose some efficiency points here. Maybe you don't win your Cosmic Crucible round this week, but you can help your alliance mates out. Go in with the team, do really well, get them down to like 1 or 2 team members, try and throw the battle. If you can manage to throw the battle, come in with a full team of Wakandans, clear that room. That will still count as a Wakandan win. You'll get all the points you have for those 5 members. That would be amazing. Option number 2, because quite frankly, option 1 requires some luck to pull that one off. Skill as well, but mostly luck. Option number 2, it doesn't have to be a full team of Wakandans. Bring in like whatever you're going to be using. Let's say you're using a Gamma team. Switch out one of the members of the Gamma team for one of your weaker Wakandans, assuming your Gamma is strong enough that you feel confident to win that room. You will still get the points from that Wakandan win. Now, there are 7 Wakandans. You can't quite get all of them in over the course of 6 battles, but like, it's a way of getting some points that you might not otherwise have gotten. Even if your Wakandan member is level 1 and he dies instantly, as long as you win that room, that counts as a win for your Wakandans. So that's a way that you could try and try and play the system to try and get around. One of those 2 options hopefully works for you, and you can get as many points as you want. Now, Wakandans are a pretty bad team in Cosmic Crucible, unfortunately. They're not great this season or the last 2 seasons. New Warriors, however, are a great Cosmic Crucible team, so hopefully you do have them built up. You can see I've got 4 of the 5 of them at 7 stars. The other one's unfortunately only at 5 stars, but that'll still give me a decent amount of points, and I can pretty reliably say that this team is going to get me a win. Probably a win each Cosmic Crucible, but regardless, hopefully your New Warriors are built up. Hopefully you do get a good room, and you can clear a room with these 5 people. That should give your alliance a good amount of points. They're a great Cosmic Crucible team. I would suggest building this team up. I would not suggest building the Wakandans up. However, I would only suggest building the new Warriors up if you're going to use them long term in Cosmic Crucible. Don't build them up just for this event. For one, you don't really have the time to do it, and for two, if you're not using them in Cosmic Crucible and you're already doing well in Cosmic Crucible, just keep doing well in Cosmic Crucible. Good for you. Well done. All right, jumping back to the chart for a second. Assuming you do, let's look at the actual camera. How's that? All right, jumping back into Cosmic Crucible. Assuming you do have all the new Warriors at 7 stars. You are going to add all the points up together to get those. You got your 20, 40, 80, 150, and 200. Times that by 5 and add 500 points for the win. That's 2,950 points for winning one room. That's amazing. So if you're able to win all your rooms and you get all your supply doors and you're able to do that, you're doing really, really well for your alliance, and that's fantastic. If your Wakandans, all 7 of them, are leveled up to 7 stars and you get a win with all 7 of them, that's another 3,430 points you can add to your grand total. That's amazing. If we add all those numbers together, so you've got all the points from the new Warriors win, you won all your Cosmic Crucible battles for the day, you win with 7 7-star Wakandans, and you get all of your Alliance orbs, that's going to be 10,880 points in one day. Times that by 3, and you got 32,640 points. That's just you. That's insane. If by some miracle your entire Alliance does that, that's 783,000 points. And change, but doesn't matter. So the question here is, how the hell are you supposed to get 879,000 points for your entire alliance? Like, we just did everything we can possibly do. There's literally no way to do this, even if your entire alliance does amazing. Oh, fair enough. There is going to be a web gift. I don't know what the web gift is yet, but that's just free money you can add to your total. Who knows? Probably be about 500, maybe as high as 1,000, but probably 500 allied supply orbs, which is great. Like, that's just free money. Just make sure you go and collect that. Make sure your entire alliance goes and collects that. This event looks very, very simple to get all of the vibranium slabs. The issue is having to get the wins. That's where the real complication comes in. But if you can get the wins, this looks like an easy event. Now, as far as the actual defenses you should be using in Cosmic Crucible, I did make a video last week. I've changed it up a little bit since then. I did go 3-0 last week, so I'm pretty happy with how my defenses did work out. It was a little touch and go for one of the 3 matches, but the other 2 I won pretty handily. So I feel pretty good about that, but we're changing things up a little bit this week, just twerking it, so we'll just go over that super quickly. Now, in room number 1, I have heard wonderful things about Secret Defenders. I did not play with or against them last week, so I'm only going on other people's word, but it does make sense. People are putting Spider Noir in there because he is crazy fast. He's going to go first, apply vulnerable, and then the rest of your team, or at least multiple members on your team, are going to be strikers. They're going to gain assist now with the character having vulnerable. Should do really good things. Apparently, this is a nightmare to go against. I am pretty sad to not have them on offense. I really like this team, but if they can win me a room on defense, I will take it. So I'm trying them out this week. As you can see, my Spider Noir is very low because he's not a very good character in most places. So we'll see how he does. The rest of the team is quite nicely built. So that's an experiment. Room number 2, I have Sinister Six. I had them there last week, but I have been building them up slowly as I said that I would. So they went from like 400 and something to 600 something. They did okay last week. They're going to do better as the higher team goes. And as the weeks go on, they're just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And who knows, maybe I'll throw a Craven in there once I finally unlock him. Room number 3, I'm not entirely sure how well this room did for me, but I'm not missing any of these guys on offense, so it's just fine. The logic here is that Omega Red gives trauma on his ultimate, and he's going to be doing his ultimate more often. Sabretooth gives bleed on his ultimate. Emma Frost is going to make them go faster than they normally would, which is really good. And Thanos, with one of the Black Order characters, is going to clear the negatives that I'm going to be spreading around on my own team. That's the logic here. I don't know exactly how well it's working, but we'll see. For room number 3, I'm actually changing this to the Unlimited X-Men. I did have the Darkhold in here. They did okay, they did fine, mostly because they're built up, but I went against some Unlimited X-Men in here and they were an absolute nightmare. They gain so much stealth, it is just ridiculous. It's so hard to hit them. It's so hard to take even one of the characters out before they go stealth and they start hitting you for more damage. Gambit in stealth mode, dealing more damage on all of those pings. Brutal, absolutely brutal. Cannot recommend this team enough in this room. I was stonewalled by it, could not get past it for the life of me. Absolutely run this. Room number 5, now the unfortunate thing about having the Unlimited X-Men over here and the Death Seed over here is that it's going to be hard for you to run mutants into this room. So if your opponent has mutants on this room, that's going to be difficult. However, the bonus for having mutants in this room is so good that I do think having mutants on defense in this room is still the right way to go. It's not a good mirror match. Usually Death Seed into Death Seed is really good for the attacker. It's not nearly as good here because you're going to be clearing all the blinds off anyways, so you're not attacking a blinded enemy, you're attacking a regular enemy. Still a good team on offense, still a good team on defense, just don't expect the mirror match to be the instant win it usually is. Room number 6 with Gamma and Apocalypse did incredibly well for me. It straight up stonewalled 2 of my opponents and gave 1 of my opponents pause, which allowed me to win because they had to try this room multiple times. This is a great defense. You've got heroes and villains on the team, so you're giving negatives to offense and defense. It's just, I don't have enough good things to say about this team. As you can see, it's also a pretty well-built team. So this is what I'm using. Let me know what your defenses are. Let me know if any of my defenses are wrong, you think they could be better. This is the only one that I'm honestly really iffy about. This is a low team, but they're going to get built up, so I'm fine with it. I'm just kind of putting them as a placeholder here. I know they're going to get stronger over time. This is the only room where I'm like, we'll see. But as I said, I'm not really missing any of them. Maybe Omega Red on offense. But other than that, this team I wouldn't use on offense anyways, so I'm throwing them on defense. All right, that's what we're running for defense here in Cosmic Crucible this week. Let me know how your defense did. Did you follow my advice from last week? Did it work out well for you? I'd love to hear from you. For right now, this is what I'm running, and if you want to see my Cosmic Crucible battles, come on over to twitch.tv/themungooly show. Hit that follow button so you know when we go live. We can all hang out together. We can discuss what rooms are working, what rooms aren't working, and how we're going to make this better. You can also subscribe to me here on YouTube. I'm trying to hit 500 by the end of the year, which is looking really good. We're almost there, which is awesome. So if you can help me out with that, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you made it this far in the video, I have to assume you liked the video. Hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. It really helps out this channel a lot and doesn't cost you a thing. As always, Commanders, I appreciate all of you. Thanks for hanging out with me, and good luck to you in this event.